What if I told you everything you know about attraction is wrong? That the games, the rules, the play it cool advice, it's all a lie? And that the real secret to making someone crave you has nothing to do with your looks, your money, or your confidence? You've been fed the same garbage for years. Be alpha. Act mysterious. Win them over. But here's the truth. Nobody's brave enough to say, attraction isn't about you. It's about what you make them feel. And there's one explosive emotion that's 10 times more powerful than chemistry, lust, or charm. Stick around, because if you miss this, you'll keep losing to guys who get it. Let me ask you something. How many times have you tried to impress someone, flexed your job, dropped hints about your hobbies, laughed a little too loud at their jokes? Yeah, and how'd that work out? Here's why it failed. People don't fall for what you show them. They fall for what they discover about themselves when they're with you. Think about the last time you felt truly drawn to someone, not because they were perfect, but because around them you felt alive, like you mattered, like you were the only person in the room. That's the secret. Attraction isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Let me break it down. Your brain is wired to crave one thing above all else: emotional safety, not comfort. Safety to be messy, weird, uncertain, to not have to perform. When you give someone that space, when you listen more than you talk, when you ask questions that dig deeper than, "What do you do for fun?" you trigger a primal switch. You become the oasis in a desert of small talk and shallow connections. Most people are starving for this. They're drowning in a world of Instagram filters and, "Hey, how's it going?" texts. So when you walk in and say, "Tell me about the last time you felt truly understood," you're not just a person, you're a revolution. But wait, this is where everyone messes up. They think vulnerability is about spilling their trauma on the first date. No, real vulnerability is giving them permission to be human. It's looking someone in the eye and saying, "You don't have to impress me, I'm already here." That's how you create magnetism, not by being a challenge, but by being a mirror. Let's get practical. Next time you're talking to someone you're into, do this. Stop selling yourself. Stop rehearsing your lines. Instead, get curious. Ask one reckless question that nobody else would dare to. What's something you're afraid to admit you want? When did you last cry? Watch what happens. Their posture changes. Their voice drops. Suddenly you're the one who's unforgettable. But none of this works if you're coming from a place of hunger. If you're desperate for them to like you, they'll smell it. That's why the ultimate attraction hack isn't about them. It's about you. How much do you actually like yourself? Not your resume, not your muscles. You, the messy, insecure, work-in-progress you. Because attraction is a mirror. If you're hiding your flaws, they'll hide theirs. If you're judging yourself, they'll feel judged. But if you walk into a room thinking, "I'm enough, take it or leave it," that energy, it's a drug. People will chase it for years. So here's your assignment. For the next week, stop trying to be attractive. Instead, be interested. Be the guy who notices the flicker of sadness when they talk about their childhood. The guy who remembers the story they told about their fear of elevators. The guy who doesn't flinch when they say, "Nobody's ever asked me that before." Attraction isn't a game. It's a gut feeling, and that feeling, it's not, "This person is perfect." It's finally someone who sees me. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop chasing and start connecting? To stop performing and start mattering? Because the moment you do, everything changes. The moment you realize attraction isn't about being loved, but about being real, that's when they'll never look at anyone else the same way again.